guys, the Curious Owl here, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday is going over your favorite friend groups. So there's been topics about, your favorite male pairings and your favorite best friend characters and things of that nature, but this week we are focusing on ensemble groups. So it doesn't matter how big they are, as long as it is a friend group that is within your favorite series, and here are my top 5 favorite ones. So the first one at number 5 is definitely the Harry Potter trio. I really do love this trio a lot, but the reason they are not at the top of the list is because I do think that Ron and Hermione do not have the healthiest relationship. I think that their relationship is fairly toxic, as you'll see throughout a lot of the story, because Ron and Hermione really at the beginning do not seem to like each other, and then all of a sudden there's like a lot of jealousy between the two of them when it comes to Goblet of Fire, and things just kind of seem to go from bad to worse because of that throughout the rest of the series. I just don't think that they work as a couple together, and it's one of the reasons why I do not think Hermione and Ron should have gotten together in the very end. I have strong opinions about that. And I just think that, Harry and Hermione actually would have been a better pairing. But overall, the trio as a group work really well together because you've got Hermione, who's the brains, Ron, who is the strategist kind of guy, as you see in the Sorcerer's Stone, and you have Harry, who's kind of the more muscle of the group, really. At number 4 is the Mortal Instruments group by Cassandra Clare from the Mortal Instruments series. Although I'm not particularly fond of the first 2 books in this series, as I have just done the City of Ashes review for it, I do appreciate, the dynamic between this group, because I think that Isabel and Alec especially are a really good tag team, and Jace is a very headstrong character. He's very much the leader of the pack, and he knows it, and I do appreciate a lot of his strength that comes from it, and Clary is still kind of trying to work things through, but people like Isabel and Alec actually help her a lot with moving through things as they're going through them. I do like the dynamic of the group for the most part. I really like the characters themselves individually, and I think that they just mesh really well together as a group. Numbers 3 and 2 are actually going to be from the same novel, as they are the main groups within this novel, and I just love them so much that I really, really liked a lot of their story. So at number 3 is going to be the Anarchists from Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I really like this group a lot. I thought that, despite the fact that they were all really evil and they all had their own evil intentions, that cohesively as a group, with the exception of the Detonator, they all worked really well together. They were all working for the same cause after being almost completely wiped out by the Renegades, and I think that especially Nova really showcases just how strong their bond is, despite the fact that they're also very different, and they all kind of have their own intentions for what they plan on with figuring out how to get rid of the Renegades. And number 2 is rightfully the Renegades from the Renegades series by Marissa Meyer. The Renegades, I thought, are just like the epitome of superhero groups. Like, they are, I would say, kind of like the Marvel Avengers group kind of thing. Like, they're just all so very dynamic in their characterizations, and I really liked a lot of the brother and sister kind of relationship techniques and dynamic that they had within the story. I just really, really liked seeing them work together, and you had some rotten eggs here and there that you came across, but for the most part, at least with the main Renegades team that you see throughout the book, you really grow to like them because they have such a great dynamic and they work really well together. And at number 1, I cannot leave out my favorite trio / quartet sometimes. That is the Beautiful Creatures team from Beautiful Creatures by Cameron Garcia and Margaret Stohl, consisting of Ethan, Lena, and Link, and sometimes Ridley, depending on how good she decides to be that day. So I just really like this group because I think that they are like one of the main trio / quartets I really grew to love when reading and getting involved with reading and things of that nature. Ethan and Lena as a couple work really well together, and Link is kind of Ethan's more fun side, which I like because he kind of balances Ethan out a lot. And then Ridley kind of gets thrown in there sometimes and causes some chaos, but still has a good heart and is there to take care of everyone that she cares for, especially Lena. And I just really like how this kind of goes from being a 3-person group to a 4-person group a lot of the times, and Ridley just comes in and just creates a bunch of chaos. It's always just really, really fun to read. So there you guys go. Those are my top 5 favorite friend groups from my favorite novels. If you guys would like to share yours, you can do so in the comments down below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below and subscribe to become an outlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!